Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm going to try to show you how to do another version of the sheetload of cards from Call Me Crafty Al. I will do a 5x7 and I will show you how we can do it with a 6x6 piece of paper. So each 6x6 paper should be covering the front face of the 5x7. I will show you. So I have a 6x6 paper and I have a 5x7 front card. I will be cutting the 6x6 in diagonal and then we'll glue it together. So let me go and cut my paper and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have the two diagonal cut and I will glue it on the piece of paper. We'll go right there. So that's just the front of a card. It's not the base yet. It's just the front. So I just put it in the corner. For now, it will be glued like that. And then I will take the second piece that I will match to the other corner. Like this. It will give me a difference, but I will use that side to cover with the design that we have on the card for this month. So I'll go and cover this other part. And here we go. I'm just doing with the paper that I have right there in my stash. You could have a paper that have directional line that you probably will need to make sure that you match them correctly. So that's what I have here, right? So I will just go ahead and I will cut those sides right there. Here we go. So it covers the whole front panel of that 5x7 card. I usually like to leave a border, like this calls for a border, like either a quarter or an eighth, whatever you want to do. So this is 5x7, but I will cut it to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 to have all the paper done. I'll do that and I'll be back. And here we are. I'm back. So I had cut this by 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. I have a base, a black base that I want to put underneath for a layer that is cut at 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. So I will glue that down as my base. Okay, so I will put that. And I do like to have like the thin layer and have a border just to make it separate. It gives me more, how I can say that, it pops the background more for me. And this I will glue it on my 5x7 card base. I have them pre-cut so I don't have to worry about them, but we can always do that from 8.5 by 11 card. We'll probably do that another time, but now let me burnish that just to give you little tricks of things that we can do. So I can use it this way or I can use it this way. Since I wanted to use that side so it doesn't really have a difference and show less, so I'm going to glue it this way, right? And that will be glued to my card base. Yeah, I do write my name on it most of the time just because I'm like, you know what, if you are people that will deconstruct the card, hope that when it glues it will leave the name in the back just to be funny. Sign your artwork, right? Okay, then for that side panel here, the layout calls for 2x5. Mine is cut at 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. So it's a 6.5 just to give the border like the about the 1/4 inch border, or 1/8. Um, I have also scored the side of it like the 1/8 all around. Just that gives me the border that I know, so I can't glue anything past this line, right? So that's what I will do. I just glue that down on the front of the card right here. So I give myself that little 1/8 inch border. Here we go. So when I do that, this is less noticeable that we have a difference on the two sides that we glued together on the front of the card. So for this, I will use any strip that I have. Okay, I'm back. So I found this piece of paper. It was scrap that I had in one of my drawers. So I did left it at 3/4, 3/4, or we want to call it, and I cut it at 6.5. But it was exactly the size of this, so I cut like about 1 1/8 in to just leave me a margin on top. So I will go and glue that. So I will say that it was a little bit shorter than 6.5 by 3/4. So I had measured already the 1/8 here to give me the border. So I put that here, and the glue will help me move it a little bit. I will do the outside one. Here we go. I have my score line right here and wiggle that a little bit here. So I know that I will have enough margin here for that. So here we go. And the last one, try to get even margin, even space. Here we go, guys. And I do have my sentiment. Those were already cut, and I had the circle. The black layer is 2 1/4, and the white one is 2 inch wide. And the yellow friend is from one of the download that we had from Call Me Crafty Al. So I will use that, and I will put some backing just to make it level, because there's 2 levels of paper here. If I put that here, there will be a sag. So I will just use the one that I've cut right here to create another layer. Let's see if that will work. Just a use of my scrap of paper, so I can do that and cut it. It's a little higher, so just one should be working. Let's try that. That also will give me enough space. I'll put that here so I can cut it. My scissors. Cut that out. And see if I put it here. So that gives me, it's level. It doesn't have a sagging side. So glue that here. Here we go. So here, and that gives me the margin right here because it stops it right there. And also I had a couple other cut pieces, die cut pieces on my desk I will use just to embellish. I have the rose with the flower here. Yeah, that could go to embellish that. The smaller one, let's see, can do this. Do I want to do that, or just only one? See if I have another leaf here. No, it's covering this right there. No, I will not put that. Probably if I change my mind, I'll do it later. But that's about it. That's how I wanted to show you that we can use the same parameters and use different stuff that we have on hand. I use a 5 by 7 and I covered it with a 6 by 6 piece of paper. So if we have a 12 by 12 cut in four, we will have four 5 by 7 front covers. So we can still do the 8 cards with two 12 by 12 piece of paper and just use some scrap to cover the side. So here it is, my friend, and I hope that you enjoyed a little show of how you can do it differently by using what you already have on hand. See you next time.